Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 22 of the Tranmere Rovers Road to Glory. We have another exciting episode, a lot happening, as always. It's always exciting. It's never a dull moment when it comes to this six-season series now. We got a hefty amount of games ahead of us. Some pretty, I would say, maybe low-key games that we might see based on the schedule than usual, but then also some pretty high-level games. We got some FA Cup to get done with Bolton. We got Chelsea coming up. We got Liverpool coming up. Newcastle, and even a Fulham game that are important as those teams are right around where we are, around sixth place right now. But then we also kind of have the main event today, which it will come down to the Real Madrid meetup in the UEFA Champions League. That is the draw we got, was the Real Madrid. So I'm hoping that we can put up a fight, but it's gonna be tough. That team still has a lot of great players like Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo, Bellingham. I mean, that team is almost original from the beginning of 6 seasons ago. So that is going to be a very, very interesting fight with them. But we got plenty. We got 8 Premier League games to get through. We got a couple FA Cup games, and then our series against Real Madrid to get through this season. And hopefully maybe there's some light at the end of the tunnel for the Champions League and also for the FA Cup, as our fight for a spot in European football next year is very up in the air, where a couple episodes ago we were looking like, all right, we're gonna at least cruise to a Champions League, if anything a Europa League spot if things kind of get hairy with how tight it is at the top. The last two episodes have made it where, okay, we could even drop out of the race for any of these. So very crucial, very big games coming up in today's episode to see if we can secure European football next year, whether it's through the league or the FA Cup even at this point. So without further ado, let's get going in the league stage with our first game against Brentford. YouTube for shorts to TikTok. I keep forgetting about it. I do the YouTube stuff and I'm like so ahead on it, and I'm like, okay, we're good. Oh, yeah, there we go, Earthy. All right, 1-0. I'll take that. 1-0. Good start, but it's okay. I don't even think. So one of them will go live at noon today, and then the next one will go live at noon on Wednesday. Hey, Pasquale. There we go. 2-0 at the end of the half. I'm getting better. The settings are definitely helping. And Palvis will get a goal. I probably butchered that name horribly, but he will get one to make it 2-1 here in the 74th minute. Winnipeg Jets suck. Minnesota United can't score a goal in 90 minutes. But my Tranmere Rovers are still winning. We're at least still doing something, which is nice. Du Young with a nice goal to end the game 3-1. That is a wonderful end to both halves. What a great start to the episode at 3-1. We get 3 points. Hopefully we can keep that going against Sheffield United. That's weird. But I'm usually used to, like, they're not putting them in game. Here we go, Pasquale. There we go. There's the start we needed. 10 minutes in. Keeps that tally going. He's scoring 24 goals, and we're in 6th place. That's a sad stat to look at, because we should be higher than this. Come on, Earthy. Yeah, there we go. 2-0. We'll take that. George Earthy, kind of slow on the goals this year, but with Lancashire and Pasquale up front, he hasn't had to play that secret strike, that shadow striker as much. This kid is not as good as what it could have been. The last 2 years it's been, they did the Northern Lights the 1 year, and now they got another goal for Pasquale. They did the skyline with a little bit of the Northern Lights. Oh, Pasquale, 25 for 25. He's back on even terms with himself. 25 for 25 games. Yoshio, what is our defense doing? My goodness, what is our defense doing? How are we wide open like that? Unacceptable. 3-1 right at the end of the half. I think we're in comfortable position, but I don't know what our defense was doing there. That was not good. Come on, Pasquale. And Earthy will make it 4-1. Here in the 69th minute. 2 on the day from the captain. Looking like a good start to the Premier League today. Just what we needed after the last couple episodes of struggle. Oh. Oh, what a goal by Campbell. Gets it right up into the corner to make it 4-2 here shortly after our goal. Still got the 2-goal cushion, thankfully, but definitely making it interesting. And Campbell will score to make it 4-3 after a bad turnover in our own box. After a great tackle by Edwards. Turns it over in our own box, and they will go and score with it. Well, even though it got a little interesting at the end, we will still get the 4-3 win to get another 3 points in the league. A hat trick for Campbell. Congratulations on the hat trick, even though you lost. Pretty dang good. Some really good shots. That second goal was pretty good from that angle to get that finesse shot in there, but on to Forest we go to see if we can get 9 points in the league. That was very interesting time where we had like just a 4-week period where you saw like 3 runaways in golf carts. Cole Fon is going to start us off nicely against Nottingham Forest here. What a start. Fofana gets a goal right when we give him a chance to start. Love to see it. There we go, Lancashire. There we go. And Collier will get the ball. He'll go all the way across the Collier on that one. Slow start to the season, but he's 25 games in. He is starting to show some life here in the second half of the season. So that is good. We need it. We need it down that left side. We need some life to start showing up again. So good play. Good ball. Bad tackle by me. Come on, Potts. Get back. A Polygon 2 is in chat. And we got scored on by Hutchinson. They make it 2-1. Or Porygon. Not a Polygon, but Nottingham Forest scored 2-1. I hate corners. Hate them. Because they just always go in their way. They get the ball back every freaking time when you try to get it out. 2-2 late here in the second half. We won the ball like twice, but it was always in the scenario that they were going to get it right back. But they're going backwards, so I'm a little pissed off that they're still getting this whole chance. But it will end in 2-2. Not quite the way we wanted to end that. We should have done a little bit better there and gotten a goal at least at the end there, but it's going to be a 2-2 draw today going into the Bolton game. Not the way we wanted that to end, but that's how it goes sometimes. 2-2. On to our FA Cup match against Bolton. And see if we can maybe make another run at the FA Cup this season. Yeah, good tackle. They will score though. Taylor takes the lead. Poor Bolton. Horrible, horrible clear by Earthy, and they make an easy pass back into the box and get the early lead. And Du Young will run it all the way down the right side to tie it up. What a great run by the lad. Second appearance, but he finally gets a goal. A good bounce back for the squad after a shaky start to this game. Finally get one attack here that is able to result in a goal and tie it right back up. This is, what are we... My gosh, like... wide open space, and then you just send it right to the guy that we're trying to defend. And Trunchkin will get a goal because no one was defending him. Wide open. And he will score and make it 2-1 for Bolton here in the FA Cup. And Lancashire will tie it up. 2-2 here late. Comes off the bench. And he will get a nice goal to make it 2-2. Just what we needed. There's still time left to maybe get one more, but got a good chance of sending it to extra time, if anything. I know in the EFL Cup it just goes right to pens. But Collier looks like he is going to get a chance, and he is going to end it in the very last moments of this game. Bolton gives it away right at the end. Right when they got the ball, they gave it away. And we will take a massive win here away right in the dying moments of this game. We will take it, and we keep our FA Cup journey alive. There we go. That is a huge win for the lads. The FA Cup dream stays alive to maybe try to go back to back. That is not the way we wanted to have that game go the way it did, but it will be a very luxurious win. In the end, the substitutes made the difference. We substituted 5 guys up front, and it was the difference maker in the end. We will take it, and on to Leeds we go in the league. Hopefully that makes a difference for us. Passed it over to Poku. He would have scored. And Leeds will get off to the hot start. They will get a goal. And they will score. Tenskanov has gotten 2 goals today for Leeds, and we will sit 2 back late in the game here. Alrighty, well, that is the unfortunate ending to that one. Poets is just not how that should have gone. We should have had some better attacking there, but Tesvanov got 2 goals for him, and they'll take a 2-0 win against us, and we'll fall down the Premier League table a little bit. On to March we go. Did Palmer leave? Earthy will get a goal to start this off 1-0 against Chelsea at home. Finally, we get an attack that goes our way to get us at least off in front of Chelsea. Oh, come on, boys. Let's get out of this. Come on. Let's get out of this corner here. Ah, and Eusebio is going to score to make it 1-1. There's one thing I hate playing Chelsea is they love getting late goals. But they won't get one this time. It will be a 1-1 draw to Chelsea. I'm kind of okay with that, but I feel like we could have maybe gotten one more there at some point. But it's all right. 1-1 against Chelsea, and gives us a good footing going into the Fulham game. Pascual will get a goal and make it 1-0 here early in the game. Very much needed. That's 26 goals in 29 games. I don't know what Verbruggen's doing, but 1-1. He's standing there doing nothing. 1-1. Fulham scores. We needed to get some better attacks in there, and we weren't. And Pascual will score in the 88th minute to make it 27 goals on the season, and it will make it an absolute wild end to the game. I accidentally hit the wrong button there. What a goal that was. I didn't know if it was going to happen or if it was possible, but we finally got one. Pascual, a double on the day, and he will get us a very late lead here in the game. And Pascual is in, and Yu Du Young will get another late one to make it 3-1. And that will be it. I accidentally hit the buttons by accident. I hit the skip button by accident, but what a finish to that game. Crucial 3 points against Fulham to build our lead between us and them in 8th. And hopefully now we can use that momentum to go into our next FA Cup game, and then a Champions League game against Real Madrid. I still don't know how that's gonna go, but a good result in the Premier League. We'll take it. Oh, Will Lancashire will get through, and he will bury it to make it 1-0 here early in the game against Leeds. And Verbruggen will not get to that shot, and Leeds will bounce right back and score. And Fofana will get the ball in. 2-1. I thought for sure they were going to get that ball away from him, but he will get it and keep it and get the shot past the goalkeeper to make it 2-1 here early in this first half still. Pascual will bury it and make it 3-1. Don't know what was happening on defense there for Leeds, but And Will Lancashire will get in and make it 4-1. Just what we needed as a team to get a little cushion here. 3-goal cushion to kind of make it all but done here. And Pasquale will make it 5-1. And that will be a penalty. Apparently, Sonny tripped him up just enough to make it a penalty shot. Oh well. Here we go. It will bang it into the bottom right to go 5-2. I didn't really see much in that tackle, but it is what it is. 5-2, still got a 3-goal cushion very late in this game. And they will get another goal to bring it down to 2 goals with 10 minutes left. This is getting a little sketchy as Leeds are making a little bit of a move. And Lancashire will make sure they can't make it back into this game. That is 6-3 in this FA Cup match. And Leeds will score and make it 6-4. A lot of goals in this game. Not a lot of good defending, as has been seen. To the next round of the FA Cup. There is the whistle. What an ending. Lancashire with the hat trick. Did not know that he got a hat trick. He did get the hat trick in the end, so good game by him. And that will bring us to the game that everyone's been waiting for all stream, wondering who we're going to play in the Champions League. It is going to be Real Madrid in the round of 16. And Bellingham will score here in the 10th minute against us. I thought we got a good tackle on Mbappe there in our box, but I guess it didn't really land the way we thought it was gonna. Oh, Pasquale's through. He is through. And he will score against Maganan. And he will make it 1-1. Just jumps right back after a goal by Bellingham, and we score and make it 1-1 here early. And Bellingham will turn around and make it 2-1 here late in the first half with the double. A great turn, and he just buries it in the low corner again past Verbruggen. That. Come on. Yeah, now they're just dribbling right around us. 3-1. God damn it. Oh, we had so many chances to tie this up, and we could not get one past the finish and get a shot. And Real Madrid are going to take a 3-1 lead at home. We need to get a goal at the end here, because a 2-goal deficit going at home is not going to be easy to overcome. Oh, that was extra time anyways. God dang it. I thought we had time, and that was right at the end of the game. Oh no, that was an extra time they scored. I didn't even know. I thought we still had another like 10 minutes. Wow. That is unfortunate. 3-1 against Real Madrid in the first round.
I think it probably easily could have been 2-2, but we just could not put the ball in the back of the net. But without further ado, we go to Newcastle for our league game, and then we bounce right back into Real Madrid. And Gordon will get Newcastle the lead 1-0. We are just struggling to finish any attacks we are getting these last two games. Struggling to finish any attacks. And we will go 1-0 down here late in the first half. And just go straight. Why did you curl? You go straight, you're wide open down the field. And Newcastle will just crawl their way in again and make it 2-0. Very disappointing, as we've again had some good chances out of the gate and could not finish a pass to finish off the great attacks. And Potts will do the job and run in and get a goal. He comes off the bench right away, and what does he do? He runs it in and gets a goal for us. We're starting these games too well and then not finishing anything. Come on. Come on. Earthy. There we go. 2-2. Late in the second half. It's been a long time coming, but 2 goals. 2-2. Let's see if we can get one late one here and make it 3-2 and get these 3 points against this team. It's going to be a draw because of stupid crap. Don't. Well, 2-2. Another bad result in the league that we needed to pull out a win, but we get another draw. Just not getting the points again. We started off well in the league at the beginning of the stream, and then we're just fumbling it in the games. We need to pull out some more points than just one, but it is what it is. Got to play Madrid next at home, so hopefully maybe we can make a little bit of a comeback and get something going there. And Rodrigo will score instantly in the most bizarre way possible. That was a touch and a half right there by him, and they will take a 3-goal lead. This is not the draw I was hoping for, that's for sure. And Mbappe will just ping it right into the top corner after horrible defending again. And 2-goal lead in the game, but 4-goal lead in the end. So could be a long, long night at home. And Fofana will score probably a consolation goal in the end. But what an angle and a goal from him. Gives the fans something to cheer about at home. It was not supposed to be a kick. And Camavinga will score and make it a 4-goal lead again. Thought maybe if we can just get one more, maybe we'd have a chance in the second half, but our defenders are just not meant to go against Real Madrid, and we're just getting absolutely destroyed on the ball. And it's going to be a good run by Pascual, and he will get the goal. 6-3 aggregate here in the 39th minute. Only a 3-goal differential, but we'll see. See what we can do, maybe. Maybe we still have a chance. We'll find out. I think, though, if we go down 4-0 again, though, I think it'll be a little too far away. Every time! What are we doing, guys? Come on. That's so stupid. Are we kidding with that? Like, we have the chance 2 times to get out of our own end, and the game's just like, nah, we're just gonna give it right back to Real Madrid every time. Like that. Like, it just forces it. It doesn't let you do anything. You win at the ball, and it's gonna force you to lose it every time. Oh, that is so annoying. You win the header, but it will make you lose no matter what, because they will just take it back instantly. The game just lets them take it back instantly every time and score. It's so annoying. Like, there's a good play, but it's way too freaking late. It's just so annoying. We score 4 goals this game. What could have been? What could have been? But we score 4 goals, and it could have been a lot better than what it ends up being, but that's just what happens when you don't defend the right way. Getting all the chances now, and could have been a turn of the century against this team, but that's what happens. That 2-goal deficit just killed us. Well, in the end, 8-5. Real Madrid will be moving on to the next round, per usual. We are knocked out of the Champions League after a great league phase, but the first team we have to face is Real Madrid, and it showed today. Not the way we wanted that to go, but it is what it is, and we'll move on. We have the FA Cup at least, and maybe make a decent push in the league to finish in European football once again. Flash-free customization? Really? I like that. And Liverpool, just like that, will start with a goal against us. Just putting salt in the wound. Oh, how's your day going, YG? How we doing today? Oh, great. A penalty. Go 2-0 down to Liverpool. Yeah. Great. Love it. Right down the middle. Well, 2-0 Liverpool right at the end of the half. This is horrifying. Rough night, not much sleep. Kids woke up for a bit right as I was falling asleep. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, 1-2 at the beginning of the half. We'll take that. Good bounce back by Collier. That was good. It was good to kind of see just kind of how you had to tweak it as you went. It was good to kind of see that. But it's going to be a 2-1 loss to Liverpool. In the league, we dropped points once again. Not a good end to the day, that is for sure. Yeah, that's only in the 2 simulation matches in this second month. We only got 1 point. And we got 1 win and a draw. So only 5 points this month. Not fantastic, but we need. Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to our recap of today's episode. Again, off to a strong start against Brentford and Sheffield. Really exciting games where we just, for the most part, was controlling, dominating. But then games like Sheffield, we almost let them back in it.
And then for some reason we couldn't keep that train rolling. We get that draw against Forest, and it just seemed like in the league we just couldn't get past that. We lose the Leeds 2-0, draw the Chelsea, which yes and no. We probably could have won that one with the goals that we were kind of putting, the shots we were putting on net. Yeah, just it wasn't getting better. It was just kind of like, all right, then we bounced back against Fulham, bounced back against Leeds, and then for some reason, then we just kind of hit a brick wall of like, we can't score. We're struggling to put the numbers up where we need to. Struggling to take chances that we were being handed. The first game at Madrid, it was just like, what are we doing? Like, we tied it up, and then it just seemed like after we tied it up, we just couldn't even get a shot on net. We couldn't complete passes to finish some of those chances. Like, that 3-1 game could have been 2-2 very easily. I think for sure we were going to give up a second goal no matter what, but like that third goal should not have happened. I feel like we could have easily scored one, and it could have been 2-2 to end. And then gone home and ended up 5-4, but that was another game where we just had like really goofy turnovers, and then we weren't finishing our chances we were creating. And that game, I mean, we scored 4 goals against Madrid, where that could have easily been like, they could have only scored maybe 3, and we could have scored those 4 and easily won the series and moved on. Like, it was a game of inches. It was very much, just little moments here and there that could have changed it. And then our game against Liverpool didn't help. We went down 2-0, got a goal early in the second half, and then it just stayed like that. So, not quite the way we wanted to see that go, but got a really exciting setup coming up. Anyways, we got 2 months left of season 6. I hope we have Champions League. I mean, not Champions League, but at least Europa League. Maybe the Conference League if we get into the Conference League, but then we don't win the FA Cup. But it is kind of coming down to the FA Cup. Either we got to win that for Europa League, or we got to squeeze into that Conference League spot, because we're dropping points where we weren't dropping points in the first half of the season, and now we're dropping points ever since. So we have a very tough finish to the season, to where we need to finish these games and get some points and get a hefty amount of wins somehow out of the ending. But we got a chance in the FA Cup. I feel like we got to play Nottingham Forest next. We drew 2-2 in this episode against them, so FA Cup wise, see if we can pull out ahead early and get that win against them and move on in the FA Cup. We're in the quarterfinals for that, so that'll get us to the semis, and then who knows what happens at Wembley after that. But let's try to get past Forest and keep that dream alive. And then it's down to FA Cup and Premier League, so we thankfully will have a little more time in between games and be able to rest. But it kind of tells us next season we're going to have to fill in some boots. Either bring in some players that are going to be the difference makers, or just fill in our bench a little bit so we have the rotation possibly throughout the season if we're going to have European football. But we'll see what happens. On the transfer side, we did buy Decat. We failed in the last episode to sign him. We signed him this episode. So I think we got him for 17.5 mil plus Take. So Take will be leaving the club next year, being swapped for Decat. So Decat will be coming in, and Whittaker was also sold this episode. So he will be leaving the club for 1 point. I think he's leaving for $1 million to a club in Saudi Arabia. I think that's where the club was. It was in Saudi Arabia, I think. So he's going to be in the Saudi League. And then we also sold Potts. That was another sell. We're bringing in 22-year-old Decat, so we're hoping he can grow as a player. And then he can continue to rapidly grow as a player. And then we can bring in him, and May can just be constant rotation, just keeping that going. And then, so Potts is leaving the club. It's been a long time going. West Ham almost got him back, but we made it kind of a hefty fee for them if they wanted him back, and they weren't up for it. They wanted him for 24.5, and we wanted the 25, and they weren't agreeing to that. So he's leaving for another club. And yeah, that's kind of our end of the episode spiel. Thanks everyone for watching. If you haven't already, slap that like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. We're at 50. We hit the 50 mark. Kind of keep forgetting to put that in the Discord, but yeah, we hit 50 subscribers, so thank you very much. I want to do something at 100, so it would be cool to hit that at some point, but maybe at 100 we'll get something done. But really appreciate getting the 50 right now, and it's just been a really cool journey just to see everything ramp up ever since we started this series last November. So it's been crazy to be doing it for this long and have it get this far and doing so well with it. So we'll keep it going as long as we can, and see if we can maybe get some European football next season and be a champion. Maybe we'll get there. Right now we only have 2 trophies in the cabinet. I would like to get a little bit more in there before the series ends, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, thanks everyone for the great support. So without further ado, have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your day, a good evening, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.